The fighting sounds like it's getting closer. General, how close are Abdullah's troops to the city walls?
Our garrisons have checked their advance and are holding the line about a mile out. But there is no way to tell how long they will be able to maintain that position.
From the sounds of the artillery, not much longer. Abdullah's men are better rested and better armed. And they're on the offensive, which they won't give up. At least, not until they've taken the city.
That is why we do not have a moment to lose. If we are going to get Your Majesty past those gates, we have to do it now, quickly, under the cover of night.
Are you sure this is our only option? I feel like I'm running away.
Your Majesty, with all due respect, in a matter of hours, Abdullah's men will be storming the walls. The city will be in flames. These men are savages. They show no mercy. When the city is taken, should they find you here?
Our only hope is to get you safely to the partisan camp in the mountains.
If you can rally the loyalist troops there and attack Abdullah's army from the rear, we can have a chance to turn the tide.
Let's pray that you're right.
Well, I want to go over the plan with you one more time, since we've only got one shot to get you out of here. All right, we've taken a regulation Jeep, and we've added on a compartment here, under the chassis. It's large enough to conceal you, but it's positioned in such a way as not to draw suspicion. Only the foreign press can come and go, so I'll be driving. Our first checkpoint is outside the city walls. If everything goes according to plan, we should get there at approximately 1000 hours.
Once you reach the checkpoint, you will have exactly 30 minutes to arrive at the designated rendezvous. Here, a helicopter will arrive at the same time to fly you out. But I must warn you, the timing must be perfect. The helicopter can land for only a few seconds. Now, we have timed the enemy patrols, and from the moment you are set to beat, you have exactly 10 minutes until the next patrol reaches you.
What if we run into any problems at the checkpoint?
The plan fails, Your Majesty, and we have no fallback position. There was none possible. If Your Majesty wishes to change her mind...
No, we'll go ahead as planned.
This is infuriating. I just had those quarterly reports for the Northeastern plant right here in my hands not 10 minutes ago. Kate's not even gone yet, and everything is falling apart around here.
You'll find another secretary.
Kate wasn't just any secretary, Sam. She was more than that, and you know it. She was more like my right hand. I'm absolutely devastated at the thought of losing her.
Well, you better get used to the idea. The plane leaves for California this afternoon.
Well, I'm still going to talk to her, Sam, and if I can't convince her to stay, then at least I'm going to let her know her job is going to be here after she's finished shooting that film.
Well, I don't think that'd be a good idea, Myrna.
Well, why in heaven's name not, Sam?
Because it's obvious she's already made up her mind to move on, and we have no right to pressure her.
Kate, we were just talking about you.
Myrna.
Oh, I was just telling Sam how absolutely devastated I'm going to be without you. But I suppose you know what you're doing. I must admit, you look happier, a lot more rested. Did you get a good night's sleep?
Oh, yes, I did. Thank you. I feel much better.
I wish I were. But I mean, I'm missing you already. I really don't know how I'm going to get along without you. But, well, whatever. If you're bound and determined to go, the least we can do is send you off in high style. So I'll ask Wayne to drive you to the airport in the limousine.
Well, actually, Myrna, that won't be necessary. Last night I did a lot of thinking about how wonderful you've all been to me, especially since Leanne's death. And so, if it's all right with you, I've changed my mind. I'd like to stay.
Okay, Kate. We didn't want you to leave in the first place. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. Well, isn't this wonderful?
I'm confused. I thought you were going to do this film in California.
Well, yes, that was my plan, but I guess I just didn't think it through very thoroughly. I couldn't bear the thought of saying goodbye to the only people I really care about. After all, you are my family now.
And we couldn't be happier you've decided to stay. You know, I was just telling Sam earlier that I'd be absolutely lost at the office without you. And I can at least breathe a little easier now.
Well, it's nice to know that I was missed. But if it's all right with you, I think I still need a few more days before I'm ready to come back full time.
Oh, well, of course, darling. I mean, yes, you take all the time you need, Kate. I didn't mean to presume that you would come right back to work.
Thank you, Myrna. That's very kind of you. You don't know how much it means to me. But, you know, I better go cancel my airline ticket and let my agent know I'm not going to be taking this job. And when I think of how close I came to losing all of you...
Well, let's just not think about that at all. Now, you go make your telephone calls, and we'll see you at lunch.
All right. Oh, don't hold lunch for me. I've decided to do something to try and lift myself out of this terrible depression I've been in, so I made an appointment with the hairdresser.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. It always does wonders for me.
Then I'll see you at dinner.
Well, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Neither have I.
Last night, her whole world was tumbling down around her, and today she almost seems like herself. Well, the resiliency of the human spirit is really quite remarkable, isn't it, darling?
I'd like to know the reason for this miraculous transformation.
You know, this is the second time in a week that Robbins has missed grand rounds. There might be a problem. I think you should talk to him. What do you think?
What? Sorry, Thomas. I don't know where my mind is this morning.
You're still thinking about the Stringfellow rejection, aren't you?
I was up half the night drafting nasty letters to the esteemed members of the board. We can't give up, Thomas. We have worked too hard on this.
Look, here is a list of over 20 research foundations with endowments that we might have been eligible for. I have approached every one of them since we were turned down by Stringfellow. The bottom line is that nobody wants to even consider an application from an orthopedic surgeon and a first-year resident, no matter what our qualifications are. Or if they're interested at all, it's a 2-year wait for funding.
Don't they look at the designs? Don't they see our prototype could save thousands of lives? It'll work, Thomas. I know it will. They give us the chance.
The time you spend at the checkpoint is critical. If you are delayed for more than 10 minutes, you will have to drive at 90 miles an hour to make up the lost time. This, of course, would attract undue attention since you are riding in the press caravan and all the cars must stay together. Your papers will identify you as a member of the foreign press. This permits you to pass freely to the airport.
What about the curfew? I thought no traffic was allowed in or out of the city gates past 7 p.m.
The press has been exempted. It is Abdullah's wish to retain friendly relations with all the media so they may carry his message of legitimate claim to the throne to the free world.
What if the soldiers at the checkpoint try to search the Jeep?
You must not allow this to happen. Try to divert them, whatever it takes to get Her Highness safely to the rendezvous.
So, what we're doing here is extremely dangerous.
I know that, Huey.
So far, we've all done a lot of talking, but nobody's asked you how you feel about it.
We have no options. To stay here is a death sentence. At least if this plan succeeds, we have a chance.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. Your mother is waiting outside.
Thank you, Malik. You can send her in.
Does she know what we're planning to do?
No, that's why I've asked her to come. I'm going to tell her now.
May I suggest, Your Majesty, for her sake as well as yours, that you tell her as little as possible.
I would like to see her alone, please.
Of course, Your Majesty, there is not much time.
I know. I'll meet you in the garage in, say, 15 minutes.
Outside for half an hour. They wouldn't let me in. Has something else happened?
Mama, can you please come sit down? Something I'd like to tell you. I'm going to be leaving the palace tonight. Hubert and General Ball have come up with a plan to get me out of Karistan.
This is insane. Please.
Mother, there is no other way. Please, we both know that I cannot stay here. This is our only hope.
But if you are captured along the way, you'll be killed.
If I stay here, everybody will be killed.
Oh, Sloan, I'm just terrified for you.
Mother, please. Look, in case anything does happen, I've given instructions.
Sloan, listen, if you believe that, you mustn't do this.
Mother, please listen to me. There are people here who can take care of you. And the most important thing, Mama, is if we do succeed, I can reach the Loyalist camp and we can attack the Brula from the rear. Don't you see? And I can save the city and everybody in it. This is our only chance. Oh, Mama, I'm so sorry. I brought you here to share the happiest time of my life. And now...
Can you imagine? I mean, suppose I weren't here and all of this were happening. And can you imagine what I'd be going through now? No. This is the only place in the world I want to be.
Mama, I hope you know I love you so very much.
I do, darling. I do. And I love you, too.
Kim, I've talked to Roger Kaufman down in research. He says he's got some projects down there that he thinks you might be interested in working on.
I'm not interested in other projects. I want to finish this one.
Yeah, well, this one is finished, and it's time for you to let it go and move on.
But that's easy for you to say. Thomas, I lost everything when I came to this country. The years of study, all of my credits from medical school, I had to start all over again. You don't know how that feels like.
I understand how difficult it's been for you.
This was my chance to make up some of the years I lost. I need this.
So what do you want me to do?
Go back to them, talk to them again. You have influence, use it. People will listen to you.
But you're not listening to me. I've already done that. It's no use. They've turned us down. Use my phone.
This is Dr. Park. When? All right, I'll be right there. I have to scrap for emergency surgery. We're waiting for donor's heart, but we ran out of time.
All right, so you use the Achilles on him until one's available.
He's the perfect candidate for our prototype, Thomas. This patient is dying. The mechanics heart could save his life.
Kim, even if we would have gotten the funding from Stringfellow, we're at least a year away from any practical use of the heart. It's over, Kim. You've got to accept that.
Are you sure it's secure? We'll be going over some pretty rough terrain.
I am as sure as I can be, sir. There was no time to test it.
What is this? There is a piece of metal that can be seen here.
It could not be helped, General. We have made the compartment as small as it possibly can be. As it is, the Queen will barely be able to breathe. Yes, less than an inch is visible, but we have made it appear as if it were part of the drive shaft.
Here, let me have a crack at it. Hand me that screwdriver. Right.
Are you ready, Your Majesty?
Hi there.
Cal.
Uh-oh, I know that look. You've forgotten we have a luncheon engagement.
Yes, I'm sorry. I got so involved with what I'm doing here, it went right out of my mind.
It's okay. It's an occupational hazard that I can get used to. But how about dinner?
You're on. In fact, I'll take you to Aries.
Not bad. I think I'll let you forget luncheon days more often. I'll call Rachel and see if she can watch Scotty.
Speaking of Rachel, have you talked to her about the possibility of working full-time as Scotty's nanny?
Yes, I have. And unfortunately,
Her workload at school is so heavy, she's not going to be able to work out those hours.
Is there anybody that she can recommend?
No, I asked her that. And I've been on the phone half the morning with agencies.
No luck?
No, and I dread telling Trey.
Why? I thought you and him were starting to have good communication. You had a nice talk the other night, you said.
Yeah, we did. We did, but I just know his temper, too, and before I give him the bad news, I just want to check out a few more options.
Oh, you want me to ask around the hospital here? Maybe the nurses know something.
Oh, that would be great if that wouldn't be too much trouble.
Are you kidding? No, of course not. I am just glad that you and Trey finally sat down and come up with a formal visitation agreement. And I'm proud of you. I know how long you have been resisting putting any periods on the end of your relationship with him.
Yes, I guess this is a big step in the right direction, huh? You know, it feels so good to be finally doing something that's healthy, you know? I think that getting a nanny is going to ease a lot of the tension between Trey and me, especially for Scotty. You're still really upset about losing that grant, aren't you?
Yeah. Kim was in here a little while ago. He's really having a hard time dealing with it.
Harder than you? I find that difficult to believe. I know how much that meant to you.
Yeah. I've never put so much of myself in anything before.
I gave you 24 hours to clear out of here gracefully. Now, what are you trying to pull?
Sam, I'm not trying to pull anything. I just thought it over and I realized I couldn't leave you.
You don't seem to understand, Kate. You don't have a choice.
But I love you, Sam.
You don't love anybody. You think I could let you stay here now after what you did to Leanne? You must be insane to think there could be anything between us now.
I've already told you, Sam, I didn't do anything. It was an accident. Yes, I was with Leanne when she fell, and yes, we were arguing. But I didn't push Leanne down the stairs. And I'll swear to that.
Why should I believe anything you say?
Because everything I have done for you. Because I couldn't bear the thought of losing you, Sam.
You lied to me, Kate. You've done nothing but tell lie after lie ever since you came into this house.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
No. Leanne was running up the stairs after me because I wouldn't listen to her dirty accusations. She tripped and fell.
And you lied about that. Why didn't you tell the police that you were there?
Because I was afraid. Sam, I love you. And you love me.
There's nothing left between us, Kate. I want you out of this house.
No, I can't do that. I need you too much. I realize that I've been wrong about a number of things. I thought that I could share you with Myrna, with your family. But I realize that I can't share you with anyone. I need you too much. And that's why you have to ask Myrna for a divorce.
You're crazy.
I want you to marry me. I want to be your wife.
What do you really want, Kate? Money?
Sam, don't insult me. I want you, and that's all.
There is no way that I would divorce Myrna and marry you.
Well, I hope you'll be able to change your mind. Because I would hate to have to tell anyone your secret, especially Trey. You see, I know you're Scotty's father.
It is time, Your Highness.
Mama, I'll be back to get you. I'll be back.
Are you sure about this?
No. No, but I'm going.
God be with you, Your Highness.
Thank you.
May I be permitted to say, Your Majesty, that I have never known a braver woman.
Or a more frightened one.
Without fear, there can be no courage.
Let's go.